Welcome to Canada Field here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. As the Indianapolis Ramblers travel north to Vancouver for the first time since season 20 to take on the Vancouver Legion. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrup, and joining with me in the booth this week, once again, is my friend Rick Northrup.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Vancouver.
The Legion are 6-2. They have the 5th hardest remaining schedule in all of the SFL, Rick. But Indianapolis, they may be 3-5, but they have some standouts, especially at quarterback with Ethan Flowers.
Yeah, you know, every game's important. Every team wants to prevail. But as you mentioned, for Vancouver, it'd be nice for them to pick up a win before they get into a little bit tougher road to hoe here as we get down to the last part of the season, right, Colin?
Indeed, you're correct. Chance to win to kick off for Vancouver as Indianapolis selects to receive the ball first. And we are underway. From the end zone, up the middle of the field, across the 10 to the 20 is Bobby Tarantino, number 89, on the return. He gets tackled at the 27. And that's where rookie Ethan Flowers will start, the 9th overall pick in this past rookie draft. Rick, he leads an impressive offense that features Chris Grant Jr.
Indeed. And further to the early discussion point, Vancouver's giving 16.5, so over-under set at 42. That sort of implies the betting public is expecting Indianapolis to only score about 17 points. Let's see if they can better that. So a mark we'll keep our eyes on as we go forward, Colin. And there is a run for a no gain.
Tackle made by Josh Farnsey. He's the middle linebacker, number 53. DJ Woods and Marquise Reed join him in the core. Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, Ron Hoff are the corners. Jack Russell, Drew Hamilton, and Marco Lopez are the safeties. Up front, Bobo Cardell, Kili Papatonis are the ends. Michael Rui and Gerald Judas in the middle. Cardell, in particular, has proven to be a menace to opposing offenses this season.
The man's a menace.
It'll be another handoff, this time to Andrew Gibson, and the former Canton Classic wide receiver now playing tailback, only to 3, and it'll be 3rd and 7.
Of course, that was one of my first cultural references, so keeping track of that.
And the Legion facing with a 3rd down against them early. Play action.
Whoa.
Flowers over the middle. Oh! He's looking for one of the tight ends over there. Jimmy Went, number 80, but alas, he's unable to haul it in.
It's so close. So close. Hey, DJ the Myth.
It's DJ Woods.
DJ Woods, thank you for alluding to my birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the cards and letters that I didn't get from the SFL. It's okay. So get over it. But yes, the Rick Meter and I had a great time. There's a punt for Vancouver. Will take over on their first possession on their own 35, Colin.
Return made by Lili Nakai and Christian Brown, who's thrown for over 2,000 yards, second in the league in completions.
Sorry.
Is Brown with 152 coming in. He starts with Ike McBride behind him. He'll be a pass. Brown scrambles on the back. Oh, one-handed catch by Lockett.
That's impressive.
Nick Lockett on the reception. He joins the receiving corps with Brett Killen, Ezekiel Bear, the rookie, first-round pick, Lili Nakai.
You mentioned
Gerona Pravado is tight end along with John Michelson.
You mentioned Ike McBride, Colin. Ike McBride is part of the broadcast team today. Who else is helping us out?
Corey Minner is on stats. Thank you very much to those fine folks.
And we got Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters in Huda-Duchi, Louisiana.
We'll get to the rest of the Vancouver lineup after this play, which is a toss-up to Mateo Pravado. Barrels over a man, and Pravado down the sideline. He's still going, and he's knocked out of bounds. but not before he picks up a huge chunk of yardage. Coach Hamilton loves it.
He just refuses to be bumped out of bounds, and the 80s called, and they love this highlight as the big man with the neck board, it appears, and the high socks.
Gregory Wandell, Lido Chang, and Rylan Caudell are part of the offensive line. Mango S. Moody is the guard, and Hunt Bruder Grayjam is the center, number 62. Snaps it to Brown. It's going to be an end up again, this time to McBride. And Miss Schmier, she's known by her teammates, picks up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and Vancouver looking like they're going to be a problem for Indianapolis early here on their first possession.
Speaking of Indianapolis, let's introduce you to that defense.
Ooh, please do.
Thomas Matthews and Seth Harrison, the other first-round pick, are at defensive end. As Pravano goes up the middle on the draw, picks up the first down. Robert Sherry and Jack Big Boss are the defensive tackles. Frodo Leggins, Kenneth Gaston Jr., Casper Haddock, and Messiah Citron are the linebackers. Adam Noyd, Jermaine Enfield, King Rashid, and Rick Evans are the corners. Raymir Snoddy and King Jamal are the safeties. Back there for Indianapolis, as it's the 2nd and 8 now.
That's a good stop for Indy. Not many others so far in this drive, but holds them to 2 yards.
Tackle made by Rick Evans on the play. Draw play up the middle. Permano is tackled again. This time it's kind of Gaston Jr. Nobody hits like Gaston, apparently.
Yeah, you're right. And Indianapolis defense, you're welcome for me mentioning that you improbably got 1 stop. Now you got 2. Let's see if they got another one here. Hold them to a field goal attempt, Colin.
4 wide. Trips to the top of the screen for Christian Brown. Single back behind. Back to throws Brown. Ebby blitzes on. Throws! It's intercepted! It's that secondary and kicked the ball. He's on his way. And one of the linemen brings him down. That's 1L, but he's tackled at the Indianapolis 41 and the Legion, which had a +10 turnover differential, now a +9.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was weird. Sort of put it right there.
Pass intended for Lili Nakai, it appears, but King Jamal, the 10-year strong safety man, picks it off, and that is his first interception of the year. So what a time for it.
Yeah, had to, obviously QB receiver not on the same page. So that ball wasn't tipped or funky or tried to be squeezed in there, just went right directly to him.
Oh, Flowers taking a moonshot to win, but it's knocked away by Lopez, incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, believing in the sudden change, I guess. I'm okay. High risk, high reward type play. I think if you're Indy, you really got to focus from the get-go and just moving the sticks, and taking a deep shot like that right off the bat immediately puts them behind the 8 ball in this possession.
They give up the middle to Chris Grant Jr., his 2nd carry of the game. Joining him and Gibson in the backfield is fullback Joel Harleman. Wide receivers are Rob Hunt, Reggio De Niro, Bobby Tarantino, Grunrad Khan, Jimmy Went, Nathair.
Who?
Nathair Fatchele is the other tight end.
Alicia.
There
you go.
And of course Jimmy Went, as that pass is knocked away incomplete. The Brickashaw Molinex is the left tackle. Adrian Marlowe is the other tackle.
I don't want to interrupt your flow there for a second, but I'll go back to that deep shot on 1st down. I bet they wish they had another down here with 5 yards to go. Instead, they're punting after that opportunistic interception and likely interception. As you said, Vancouver's +10, Colin. So please continue with your introductions. Or are you going to wait now?
Jimmy Hayes is the guard, and Jamarcus Lamarcus the 5th is the other guard. And snapping the ball to Flowers is Jamarcus Lamarcus the 17th. Vancouver takes over in their own 21, 1st and 10, so the turnover does them no harm as John Michael Suddeth is in motion.
Just a bit of a field position exchange here, I guess.
quick drop throw. Oh, that's
that was
almost
42.
intercepted again.
42.
And big number 42 on the play there. Almost got an interception for himself.
Name of 42 is? Oh, yeah, this memorized. Not on the roster.
And deflected, 2nd and 10.
42. The unknown LB. Oh, look at that.
And Lockett again. He had a spectacular one-handed catch to open the game earlier. Makes his 2nd grab there, and Brown is excited about that one.
Hey, Suda Nakai, thanks for the shout out in the chat.
Going.
Great to see you.
Going against King Rashid there. Rashid already has a pick 6 on the year.
Yeah, look at Sudo breaking out the Swedish, huh? All right. Horace Verrier.
Trying to score brownie points. As the draw play over in the middle. That's Raymer Snoddy was the man who knocked it down, number 42.
Ah, thank you. Thank you for that look up there. By the way, the Rick Meter's doing double duty this weekend on loan to Tyler Falk and Colin in your broadcast last night from
the UFL. You'll find out.
And what city?
Cincinnati.
There we go.
A place we're very familiar.
So they had to, honorary SFL city since it hosted a convention. So we had to rally. We actually had to air freight the Rick Meter up to Vancouver because we couldn't make the drive, especially with the snow in the Rockies and so forth. But the Rick Meter is here.
And it cleared Canadian Customs, no problem. You remember earlier in the year, they wouldn't let us bring the Rick Meter.
had a little bit of issue, yeah.
As Bravado is stopped on 3rd and 2, and it'll be 4th and 2 as Casper Haddock, who's head coach of this Rambler squad, makes the stop. He guard short of the sticks on the big fullback Bravado.
Yeah, so Rick Meter staff has figured out to ship the Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew separately and not stuff it into the Rick Meter container because that's what happened last time we tried to get in Canada. And there's a punt.
Returned to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Indianapolis. Almost said Vancouver, but they were the ones who just punted the ball.
Yeah, so the Rick Meter staff is here. They do their calculations, facts and figures, do their modeling all on Bank Michigan branded slide rules. Thank you, Bank Michigan, for sponsoring Rick Meter. And the neon isn't too visible today since the afternoon, but the diesel is humming.
And it'll start off with another run here to Chris Grant Jr. Picks him up 3 yards. And Grant Jr., the former Louisiana Revolution member, 104 carries for 318 yards, 1 touchdown along with 39 on the year.
Rick Meter's actually surprised it's still scoreless, and that sort of bodes well for Indy, right? Rick Meter's kind of expecting Vancouver to already put some points on the board, and there's a nice 1st down for Indianapolis.
Completion to Tarantino, so after starting 0 for 3, Flowers completes one to his own team, and Mr. Tarantino had a man draped all over, and that was Mark Lopez, stats man himself. Stats master man.
Extraordinaire. Oh, that's not really a vocabulary word, but that's an uncommon word you should know.
4 wide, quick drop from Flowers. Throws. Ooh. Oh, he's looking for Rob Hunt, the team's 2nd leading receiver, but a nice crunch put on by number 32, Ron Hoff, the cornerback.
Indeed. Now 2nd and 10. Not a comfortable spot for Indianapolis. See if they can get into a 3rd and short as a result here, or pick up 1st down.
2nd and 10. Flowers to throw.
There you go.
Now he finds Hunt. They go back to him, and he drops it right in front of Jack Russell. Nice catch made by the veteran Hunt.
Yeah.
And it's throws like that, Rick, that have warranted Ethan Flowers considerable attention for offensive rookie of the season.
Yes, exactly. That was a nice throw, on time, on target. There was, if he's off left or right, there were defenders there that were going to make a play on the ball. Instead, he delivers a strike.
Draw up the middle. Grant Jr. cuts the outside, picks up 3 more yards as Marquise Reed brings him down. So the Legion, they've had a couple of new pieces, a couple of rookies on the roster, including Moody on the offensive line. Run up the middle will cause the loss of yardage. DJ Woods, he's been here all 4 years with Vancouver. A lot of time spent by many of these Legion players here as their name.
Yeah, the Legion defensive line just all collapsed right into the middle there. I think they had a strong idea that it was going to be a deep handoff. There it is again.
They fake it! Oh, and he overshot Hunt, and it's intercepted. So the Legion get a turnover back, and it's Jack Russell that time as the young man just threw a bit too long, Rick.
Yeah, Jack Russell, he's a dog. He's just back there playing kind of center field. If a catch is made, he's going to go help with whoever might be having the ball, and instead he finds himself with the ball.
And for Russell on the year, that is his 3rd interception.
Is that right?
Ties in for the.
Did I make the Jack
place.
Russell? He's a dog joke yet?
Yep, you already did.
I made that. I just made that. Well, he's a dog.
And Brown on the rollout. Brown throws across. Oh, knocked down, incomplete.
I was lucky that wasn't a pick.
Casper Haddock knocked it away. I agree with you on that one.
Like half the defense was around the sole receiver, sole survivor. Have you ever watched that movie? That's a really narrow niche war movie. I saw it when I was a kid. I still have nightmares.
Here's the pass down the middle. Oh, what a catch! And that's Ezekiel Bear. He's like, look, I found the footballer, boo-boo. And the young man, who was the Legion's 1st-round draft pick, gets some shine there, or 2nd-round draft pick, rather.
Playing like a 1st-round draft pick. There you go. Oh, look at this little formation here.
Bunched at the top. There's John Michael Sutton. In the bunch. He goes out for Pattern, and the Moose is loose for the first time all game. The Hall of Famer Brett Killian hauls it in.
There we go. Mr. K, Special K. Maybe I'm just not doing my job, but have you noticed the when he takes his drop, he's got this like double drop. He's run it a couple of times. He'll take like a 3-step drop and then a little hitch and another step or 2. Are you seeing that, Colin? Let's keep our eye on that, because I think that may be a little upsetting in terms of smooth secondary play for Indianapolis.
Here's a pitch out to Bravado, and Mateo Bravado just continues to run over folks. He picks up 5 yards before
he had that
butt down.
He had that great scamper on their first possession down the sideline. Nobody could bump him out. I think combination of strength and speed. Couldn't get a good hand on him, and
just like that, the first quarter is over. And strangely, Rick, we have no score.
No score for you. The score Nazi says no score for you. With apologies to Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David.
Colin Northrop, Rick Northrop, Corey Minner, Ike McBride on stats. And the Legion, who scored 32 points a game on average, held scoreless in the first quarter.
Don't forget about Cam, the home office, and Supercalifragidosis, making it all possible. You know what's not possible there is a run off tackle for the Legion.
Bravado got stuck behind the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle made out there by Frodo Leggins, the outside linebacker.
Frodo Leggins.
3rd and 5.
Really filmed that in New Zealand.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody.
Brown throws, Lockett, the reception is good for a first down. That's a mismatch, a little wide receiver and a big old linebacker. That time it was Casper Haddock.
Boy, Lockett is really making his presence felt here in the early going, Colin.
As it's 1st and 10. Ball spotted just short of the 15-yard line. Call it about the 16. Sprint out by Christian Brown. Throws to the end. No, it's Lloyd. Usually you have to try to avoid the Lloyd, but that time Christian Brown couldn't avoid the Lloyd as he turns it over for the 2nd time in the ball game.
Oh my. This is crazy. Totally unexpected to see any turnovers by Vancouver, and we've got 2 already in the early sledding.
Pass was intended for Lili Nakai, but Brown chose poorly. And he is not happy with that result. As Indianapolis takes over under 12, Ethan Flowers has to scramble out of the pocket. Throws! Incomplete looking Arleman, the fullback, who leaked out of the backfield. But alas, he's unable to come up with it in this Indianapolis defense, Rick. They've been the surprise here in the early going.
They have. They've been matching up with Vancouver really well. The Rick Meter staff is impressed. Again, the longer this game goes scoreless, I think the more favorable it becomes for Indianapolis.
2nd and 10. Indianapolis with 3 wide. They'll give off to Grant Jr. He's been unable to find much running room. Picks up a yard there. He's struggling in the early going.
I'll make a prediction. At some point, Vancouver will have had enough. They will send the Canadian string bean, known as Brett Killian, downfield for a big gainer or points. There's my crazy prediction.
3rd and 9. Flowers has to look for somebody. Fires over the head of everybody. Incomplete. Showing off the arm talent, but Tarantino unable to haul it in. And Flowers is now 2 of 8. And once again, Indianapolis unable to take advantage of the Vancouver turnover.
Who's the pitcher in Major League? Ricky Vaughn.
Ricky Vaughn.
Yeah, that's a Ricky Vaughn throw right there over the backstop.
Mylan Thales, the rookie undrafted kicker on punt. Guy Amir is the place kicker for Indy as the Legion will take over on the Rambler 46. And if you're Coach Hamilton, you got to preach ball security to QB1. He's thrown 2 interceptions, including one deep in the red zone on their first possession.
Right. Yeah, and it's a little bit of a, if you're Hamilton and you've got Christian Brown back there, right? You want to be careful. You don't want to get on. I mean, Brown has made a couple of mistakes.
Bravado will pick up 3 on the draw.
But you need to make sure he's improves his focus here a little bit as well.
Of course, it's worth noting that in the last game they played, Christian Brown was knocked out early due to injury in that game. Hasselbeck finished in relief as McBride takes the little swing pass and picks up a 1st down.
Wow. Totally thought that was going to be short of the line again.
Watch right here. Number 52, that was Gaston Jr. was the first to make contact with McBride, but alas, she was unable. She said, "No, I don't want to be tackled by you." Kept going.
I will not put up with your tackling nonsense. Excuse me, I'm picking up a 1st down.
Brown changes to play at the line of scrimmage. He'll give up to Bravado, going off tackle once again, and picks up 2 yards.
Boy, that was close. He breaks that ultimately the tackle. If he breaks away from that person, that was a big gain.
He's 6'2", 250. King Jamal, of course, had the 1st interception back there at strong safety. It's another one of those Camden classics. King Rashid, of course, came over from the Motor City V8s. As Lockett, he's been busy today. He hauls it in just past the 15-yard line. He'll be brought down there.
He's busy. He's a busy guy. Yeah, that's crazy. How many catches, how many big catches he's made already.
Rick Evans saved what surely could have been a touchdown had he not been there.
Right.
On the tackle.
Well, here we go with that same formation, this time flipped. The close-in bunch with a single wide out down by the numbers.
They run to the bunch side, and Bravado just carrying people forward. Kicked them all went for an unwanted piggyback right on the back of Bravado, who picks up 6 yards. There you go, trips to the top of the screen. Brown will send one of those in motion. There's the Saskatchewan string bean, known as Brett Killian, motioning to the bottom. And they'll run a draw. Ike McBride gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Legion.
McBride, congratulations on breaking zip lane and breaking the ice here in the second quarter, Colin.
And the fans are excited about this one with 6:01 to go in the second quarter. As Rick will get another look at it. Just a simple draw play, and she was not to be denied.
Yeah, a little bit of Moses action there as the Red Sea parts at the line of scrimmage. And you can see the rest of the LBs and the secondary flowing to the ball carrier, flowing to McBride, but it's too late as her momentum pulls her over the goal line.
Chance to win. The kicker is up and good. So 6:01 to go as a 46-yard drive, taking 6 plays.
So in the land of eternal frost, Indianapolis has gotten a little frosty here as they suddenly are down 7-0. Exactly what they did not want to have happen. They've been playing well, playing to a draw.
Tarantino on the return up the middle. Tries to spin and gets up to the 25. Rooms are going fast for the 2025 convention, kicking out the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 14th.
Yes.
If you want to go, you need to book your stay now. Join SFL Nation at the Rooftop Polo or Host Hotel, the Hyde Regency. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate, simfl.net. Rick, we've already done so.
Do it. Do it. Exactly.
I think I see Brett Killian in the chat. He typed string bean and all.
Is that Bridge City Bird?
Yeah.
Is that my man Brett Killian?
Yeah. He said string bean.
String bean, yeah. Yeah. Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Have you looked in the mirror? You're a tall drink of water. What do you weigh, like 98 pounds?
It is 2nd and 7.
He's going to show up at the convention and have words with me.
2nd and 7, 3 wide. Flowers, quick drop. Throw over the middle of the narrow on the reception as he's money that time. Picks up the first down.
Yeah, you added the Saskatchewan string bean. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Marquise Reed coming back. Oh, he has factual information for you.
I'm 230 pounds. Of course you are, because you're like 9 feet tall.
As we approach under 5 minutes to go. As I'm trying to get this thing back on track and not off the rails as he picks up 9 this Grand Junior.
Off the rails.
Just a nice little move here. Falls on top of the defender. Picks up the first down. It'll be pick up the 9. Grant Jr.'s best run of the day. Indy surprisingly still in this thing, only down by 1 score. 3 wide again. This time they go Wint in the slot. They go the opposite way to Gibson, and Gibson will pick up the first down.
Yeah, don't look now, but Indy's got a little bit of a drive going here. Let's see if they can get themselves across midfield. Start putting a threat together. Vancouver probably has, Vancouver's got about maybe 20 yards to play with here before they're going to start being nervous about giving up at least a field goal.
Only 59 carries on the year for Gibson for 183 yards. Grant Jr. picks up 7 more to his personal total. Again, a former wide receiver for the Classics last year was Gibson.
You know, you can't go wrong with a Detroit-style pizza, my man.
Draw up the middle. Gibson tackled near the line of scrimmage. Farnsey leads the charge up the middle. You know what?
I tease Brett because I care. He's a cool dude.
By the way, if you're ever in Detroit and you're looking for a great place to get a pizza, Buddy's is the place to go.
Go to Buddy's. All over the Metro Detroit area.
3rd and 3. Flowers back to throw. Swings it out in the flat. Nobody followed Grant Jr., and that was the perfect play call by Indy as they pick up the first down.
There's like 62 original Detroit pizza places, but the actual one is Buddy's on Plymouth Road.
So after they started 0 for 5 on 3rd down, Indianapolis converts one there. They were 0 for 2 previously in the quarter. Thank you to Corey Minner and Ike McBride keeping track. Flowers back to throw. Flowers over the middle. Ooh, Rob Hunt unable to haul it in because guess what? Ron Hoff knocked it away.
There's a little pizza rivalry going in the chat. You know, they're both good. I like New York and I like Detroit. You know, just depends on what mood you're in. I also like Chicago. Bang, bang.
Flowers back to throw down the middle. Oh, up the hands. Oh, Rob Hunt. That's the accumulation of all those hits, Rick, as Hunt, the normally reliable receiver, just flat out drops that one.
That's right. You know, and interestingly, New York, Detroit, and Chicago makes the 3-2-1 pizza parade, right? If you're going to make a meal out of it, it takes 3 slices of New York style, 2 slices of Detroit.
And Flowers is intercepted. Emmanuel Blackman grabs, I think, his 2nd interception of the game, and the rookie is picked off for the 2nd time in the ball game as Tarantino was the intended receiver.
Anyway, 3 slices of New York. It might be 5. That stuff's so thin. It's like crackers. It's like charcuterie. Pizza charcuterie that's what New York pizza is. Just made that up. Anyway, 3-2-1, 2 slices of Detroit and 1 slice of Chicago. That kind of can make your meal. If you're traveling, sort of a thing you need to know.
Christian Brown with an interesting observation into China's Bravado shows off the fancy footwork down the sideline again after the initial stiff arm. And he's feeling pretty good on himself.
Look at that.
He's 250 pounds, but he's very light on his feet. Look at that.
That was terrific. One of several terrific runs and a first down for Vancouver. Bravado, not to be confused with Pravda, the propaganda arm of the former Soviet Socialist Republic.
Pick up a 9 for McBride on the draw play up the middle.
One slice of Emmanuel Blackman. We're starting to lose the plot now, Colin, on the pizza.
As you see, Vancouver has totally dominated the stat sheet, although Indy's tried their best. It's just the Legion have had longer drives.
That's right.
It's 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL here on VPN, the Virtual Football Network.
So if you're going to get a pizza bagel at a gas station, you're going to get food at any gas station. Which one are you going to, right? So I've traveled across the country several times. I got to tell you, Love's is the best. I know Bucci's or Butchie's or whatever it's called is a pretty good one, although I've never stopped at one.
Pick up a 1 for Bravado there to set up a 3rd and 1 situation. Let's see how the Legion elect to play this. They already made 1 3rd down conversion this quarter, but they're 1 for 3 overall. Christian Brown turns, gives
nice.
to McBride, and the C's part in the middle, and it's easy pickings for the lady. First down.
Yeah, just great work by the O-line for Vancouver there, Colin. And I don't know, they may have been helped by maybe a poor call on the defensive line there. It's like, seem to be way too easy.
Draw play up the middle again.
Why not?
Bravado picks up 5, and the Legion will call it timeout. That's a smart play considering you have all 3 still in your back pocket. And this crowd is pretty excited about what their ball team's doing. Bravado, 13 carries. And I think you started something with your last comment in the chat, Rick.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do it. I'm gonna get a black mark on my employee file from the home office.
As Lockett goes in motion, back to throw is Brown, down the middle, catch made by guess who? Lockett.
Lockett, what a surprise, Colin. Lockett is open yet again and is found by Uptown Christian Brown. Christian Brown have a nickname? Uptown Chris Brown? Nothing? No?
I don't know if he does or not. We can find out in chat, I'm sure. As the throw complete again to guess who? Lockett, and they call it timeout with 63 seconds left. Their last one. Speaking of gas station food, 7-Eleven roller play.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Well, let's see if Vancouver can put something more up on the board besides more than a field goal attempt here, Colin. They put that bunch a little further out this time.
There you go, trips. Brown to the end zone. Ooh, dangerous looking for Lockett. But the Noid almost intercepted that again.
Brown nearly gives it all away with a pick into double coverage, yeah.
Speaking of the Noid, do you remember the Noid?
Oh, yeah, you got to avoid the Noid. I thought that was Domino Pizza's one of their best advertising things, but they killed it. I guess they got annoyed with the Noid themselves.
Brown back to throw to the sideline. Oh, what a catch by Killian. And as a bonus, he also gets out of bounds a yard short of the stick, so they don't have to go in a hurry up.
The Saskatchewan Nightmare comes up with a play.
You know, I called him the Moose earlier in the year because we called that game versus Oklahoma City where he got loose for a big score.
He did, yeah. There's a lot of ways to go.
And Brown is going to dump this off to Bravado. Stiff arm to Kingersheet before his natural momentum carries him out of bounds, but it'll be first and goal.
Good athletic play there as he uses his leverage and football IQ to stiff arm down the defender and get out of bounds to stop the clock after picking up the first down. A lot of applause for that individual effort there from yours truly.
It's first and goal. And the Legion elect to go 2 tight ends again to Sharona Bravado next to Sutton. Throw to the end zone, tipped in here.
Oh gosh, I'm having a heart attack for these Legionnaires.
Citron. He didn't play like a lemon that time.
So is it true the Legion are comprised of convicts that the SFL forces into service to earn their freedom? Is that?
No, that's just a bunch of nonsense.
That's the French Foreign Legion, sorry.
As the throw to the end zone. Oh, Killian was double covered, but he could have had a shot at that one. Brown just pulled the string.
Yeah, let's just get another look at this. It was at the top of the oh, yikes!
Could have called interference on Noid there. Evans was also trailing.
Maybe, yeah, kind of got his big old backside in the way.
As it's third and goal, 43 seconds left. Chance to win was particularly busy last week versus Los Angeles. Made multiple field goals. It might have to be called upon here as it's third and goal from just outside the 5. Christian Brown, end zone. Oh, too far in front.
Throws it to nobody. That brings out chance to win.
Looking for Lockett on this little arrow route. We see this a lot through the league, but it looked like Noid was the closest man to the ball.
I know, oh no.
41 seconds. This is going to be a 24-yarder by Mr. Tuin, which is one of the great names
Does Hunt's Pizza count as gas station food? Kick is up, and it's good, Colin.
So his perfection continues as they cap off a 14-play, 77-yard drive, 2 minutes, 4 seconds taken off the clock. DJ saying he threw it to his favorite blade of grass.
Can't miss that.
And the Legion are out in front, 10-0. It's the fourth meeting between these teams. Third regular season meeting. They made the playoffs once before. Oh, Tarantino almost busted it out the other side. So we have a first down for Indy. 33 seconds. They've shown flashes at times of being offensively consistent.
Well, the bad news for Indianapolis is good news for Vancouver. The Rick meter is just in with their first reading, and it's lean Vancouver. Lean Vancouver as we're wrapping up the end of the second quarter, Colin.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Rick, as Flowers will just turn and give to Grant Jr. And they'll burn their first time out with 28 seconds left. Interesting strategy here. Seeing if they can pop them. Can the Ramblers? It's worth noting that Mayor's long field goal of the year is 40 yards. And Junior stopped. And the Legion called timeout number 2. Set up at 3rd and 5. Marquise Reed, linebacker, played safety for a while, but he's just as comfortable playing close to the line of scrimmage as he is back. Indianapolis with 2 timeouts out of the I formation. And they try to cross it up with the fullback, and they don't get it. They don't get it as Marquise Reed brings down Harleman. And that'll most likely be the last play from scrimmage for the first half. This is sent out Thales, who has over 1,344 kick yards. They won't be able to get one here as the Legion lead the Ramblers 10-0 here at the end of the first half.
10-0. Rick meter is lean Vancouver.
As we get a look at the figures here, Flowers, he's really struggled. 4-14, really going. Hunt does have the one catch for 18 yards. The defense has had a couple picks, but also Flowers has thrown a few to the Legion. You saw they were Blackman. Bravado, 62 yards leads the way. Lockett almost at 100 yards and a half. And player half, no surprise, is Nick Lockett. Over 15 yards per catch. Let's take a quick halftime break presented by the folks over at Breaks GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
And Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Breaking the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you a shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join our community collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site breaksgpt.com. It's the return up the middle of the field, leading the eye. It turns it up to the 41-yard line, and that's where the Legion will take over up by 10. And Rick, as you can see, first half stats-wise,
heavily
dominated.
heavily favored to the Legion, and the Legion have an opportunity to do one of your favorite little things in football, and that's the double. Score at the end of the second quarter, take possession in the start of the third with an opportunity to score again. Score and score again.
14 first downs to have. 6.4 yards per play for Vancouver. 2 turnovers, the only real blemish on their resume is bravado. Again with the stiff arm. They still haven't learned you can't take this dude one-on-one in the open field. He's just going to give you a face full of his arm.
I don't know if we'll get another look at that, but then there was the phantom stiff arm. Nobody was around, and he puts the stiff arm out there. I think the defenders went, "Oh, I don't want any piece of that. Go ahead and pick up a couple more yards there. Go right ahead."
Picks up 7. Here's the draw up the middle. McBride. Ooh, they're going to give her the first down.
They say she got it. And can I just say one of my more boring comments, because I say it every time, I love the delayed draw. One of my favorite plays in the SFL right now.
As the pitch out goes to bravado again. There's that stiff arm this time on Casper Attic. And he rumbles out of bounds at the pick up a 5. Rick Evans shoves him out there.
That's right. Yeah, more stiff arms, and also bravado looks for all intents and purposes like he's just going to trot out of bounds, and avoid any contact, and then he cuts up the field again, and he's picking up 4, 5, 7 yards down the sideline.
Bride gets shoved down. That is King Jamal. And Andy Hamilton on the sidelines. He's loving it.
Yeah, Chris Brown. Exactly. We need an MC Hammer. Can't touch this. Do, stiff arm. Do, stiff arm. Do. Right? I can already see it. I have to go film that. Where's MC Hammer? Get my baggy pants out.
Bravado again takes the pitch out. Doesn't have to use the stiff arm because nobody touches him until he's past the first down marker. He took the pitch out there and nobody was there to greet him.
I think we could probably turn that into some kind of drinking game potentially. Every time Bravado uses a stiff arm, you might have to take a shot. Not that we're advocating consuming alcohol. You can do it with Kool-Aid or whatever.
No responsibility here advocated in the broadcast booth. Views of my colleague are his own. I
represent the league or the official positions of the SFL or any of its affiliates or employees.
2nd and 10. Here's the draw up the middle. Bravado, he got stuck behind the line for one of the rare times again. And look who brought him down. Rick Evans, number 32.
Yeah. Anybody named Rick's got to be pretty good. Yeah, my broadcast drink of choice is a LaCroix fizzy water, so I'll play that game by myself.
3rd and 10. Pretty much the whole shooting match in front of the Legionnaires. 7-10 to go in the 3rd and counting. Brown back to throw. Brown throws. Ooh. Incomplete, but a flag is down.
First flag of the game, Colin.
Oh, and it's going to be a back-breaking one. They're going to call defensive pass interference.
It's a doozy.
And they call it on number 26, Jermaine Menafield. Ooh, got a little too rough with Killian there.
Yeah, haven't used the telestrator in a while. Actually able to do that pretty well.
Brett Killian with a very interesting question.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't even want to know my favorite flavors because nobody else likes them. Coconut and limoncello.
Yeah, they all taste like various degrees of salt.
The weird thing is there's no salt in them.
But they taste salty to me.
Oh, you're just salty, period.
As the throw is incomplete, killing the intended receiver. Second and 10. Oh my.
Yeah, unlike Canada, we kicked the French out and kept their water, apparently. A little history lesson there. Oh, no, and there's a catch!
Killian again makes the catch. It's 1st and goal. He just continues to add to his receiving stats and Hall of Fame resume. He's already in the Hall of Fame, but he just continues to add to it, one catch at a time.
And the Saskatchewan string bean is a easy target to find downfield.
Yeah, the moose is loose. There's another way you can put it. J.W. Hartshorn says, howdy. His defense has been playing well, but his offense has had struggles with consistency. As Ezekiel Bear makes the catch down to the 2. It's 1st and goal.
Well, Indy really could do themselves a favor by holding them out of the end zone, obviously, stating the obvious. But what they really need to do is get their offense working, because they're about to go down by 3 scores. And there it is.
McBride gets in the end zone, touchdown. Her 2nd score of the ball game. And the fans, they're wearing their Christian Brown jerseys, but they're clapping for number 34 down there on the field.
Yeah, McBride getting it done on the field and in the stats booth.
Corey Menner, the other stats person, co-owner of the Pittsburgh Riverhogs. That's a great name. Riverhogs.
Riverhogs.
Chance to win. His kick is up and good. Come play 60 yards. We want the SFL to reach more people. Do you? Smash that like button. Leave a comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. You can help us reach all kinds of people who need more football in their lives. Thank you for your support of the Virtual Football Network.
Indeed, and the Rick meter coming in with an updated reading. It's probable for Vancouver now, probable. And it's advantage, probable, and then book it when Rick meter's ready to tell you who's actually going to win. But it's looking very good for Vancouver at this point.
Tarantino, he's had some really good returns. You see the average there, but you know, there's a flip side to that. If he's had a lot of returns and a good average, that means he's had to do it a lot.
He's had to field a few punts.
Field a few kicks.
Well, that's not bad. Potentially, you know, if it's a punt, unfortunately, they're kickoffs.
There's going to be a run to Chris Grant Jr. He has room. First down to the 40, and Grant Jr. his best run of the ball game so far. All of a sudden, Rick, the seas just parted, and there was nothing but green.
Yes, yeah, right there, just a little innocent run around the right side. Finds some room to roam. Roam if you want to. Roam around the world. So says Kate Pearson of the B-52s.
Putbacks again, they go 3 wide. Tarantino will motion to the bottom side. He'll have Lopez following them, so that is an indicator to the young Flowers. But he'll turn, get to Gibson up the middle, and Gibson explodes out the other side for 8 yards.
We'll see the Saskatchewan string bean, Brett Killian, talking about trying to get himself into Hall of Fame too. Nice. Of course, you know, sequels are usually never as good as the OGs, so might have a shot. I almost pulled that off without laughing at my own joke.
Grant Jr. bottled up. He lost 2. There was no room up the middle.
No room there. No parting of the sea.
All the rooms were booked. It's 3rd and 4.
I really ought to pay more attention to this game, shouldn't I?
Single back is Grant Jr. Flowers to throw. Flowers throws off his back foot. Oh, Jimmy Witt! I don't know how he caught the ball, but that was incredible. That's a nice hands catch the game brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. I don't know. He just went up over the top of Drew Hamilton. Yeah. Granted, he has a bit of a size advantage, but still incredible reception.
I think that might be the most impressive play of the game so far, because the pocket was collapsing. His feet were getting tangled up, and he throws the ball, a catchable ball, but it's like just needs a circus act to be caught. And I think both Flowers and the receiver I'm thrilled at how impressive that was.
That was a throw to the end zone to narrow the closest man to the ball, but it was not, wait for it, on the money.
On the money, there we go. Need you to organize all your bills. Face up and facing the same way, please. Then you'll be on the money.
Flowers back to throw again. He'll throw to the end zone. This time he hits the narrow, through a narrow window. A touchdown, Indianapolis. The shutout is gone.
Mr. De Niro cashes in the end zone.
He hit 3 people around him, but he still managed to catch the ball. How did Flowers fit that in there? My gosh, those last 2 throws have been ridiculous.
Well, they're down by 3 scores. This will make it a 2-score game. Don't go anywhere. Lots of time. Lots of time.
He's now 6 of 17, as you saw the drive summary there. That was 6 plays, 73 yards, and a 15-yard touchdown pass.
6 plays, 73 yards, you said? Yeah, that's a pretty good per play average. Right there, right chair.
And Suda and Leland Nakai turns it up to 40, but hold everything. We might have to back up the bus.
There's a flag.
Oh, and it's a clip. It's a clip on the Legion as Suda Nakai with another sort of semi-cultural reference. He said, "You're throwing to me?
You throwing to me? Well, say hello to my little friend. It's a shove in the back."
And yep, if you can see a guy's back,
And you're shoving him down?
that's not allowed.
Well, the delayed draw. Yes, thank you very much.
Bravado pops out the other side, and they're going to give him the first down.
You're too busy watching the game there? Come on, not sure what happened.
And Snotty, number 42, had to save what probably could have been an even bigger gain. 18 carries and a touchdown for Mateo. 5.4 yards a carry.
Potato.
There's McBride.
Oh,
she does the stiff arm. Down the sideline she goes. That was almost looking in the mirror because that's what Bravado usually does.
Yeah, anything you can do, I can do, right? It's a little inter-squad competition. I like it.
And Caston Jr. got knocked down. Oh, boy.
Well, Vancouver needs to do a couple things.
And Ike says that was her move first before Bravado stole it.
There we go. Vancouver has to do a couple things in my estimation. Burn clock and put at least 3 more points on the board here.
Roll out. Oh, looking for Lele, but it's incomplete. King Jamal almost had his second interception.
Also, Vancouver can really rely on their defense, I think. Okay, so they gave up a drive to Indy. Indy's first points of the game. I don't think they're scared of Indy having the ball, despite them scoring on the last possession.
Brown back to throw. Brown moves out of pocket, throws across back, and he finds Lele Nakai. Oh
no!
She's injured for her troubles. Oh no! All the humanity. The trainers come out on the field, and
life is so unfair. Why?
And it's just not good.
It's just not good. Our jokes are the injury situation.
The injury situation. Did you see the distribution?
As long as our jokes are still good, then I'm okay.
Distribution down the middle.
Said shallow man. Narcissist man.
Is where most of the damage is done. Bravado goes off left tackle, and they're going to give him a yard.
Wow.
And Gaston Jr. makes the hit.
Indy's fired up there, sensing maybe they can put a pin in it here on this drive. 2nd and 9. Vancouver not necessarily used to this down and distance today, Colin.
Here's the throw by Brown over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Looking for Killian, and there's Gaston again on the deflection. It's 3rd down and 9.
This will be a pass play. They keep a back in for protection. Indy makes an adjustment here at the last second.
Line doesn't shift, but here comes the blitz. Brown throws. Oh, it's dropped. Gilbert dropped the ball, and he probably could have had a shot at a first down had he managed to hang on.
That was thrown short of the line. But also, did you notice the pointless spin move in the pocket by Chris Brown? Uptown Chris Brown showing off the dance moves.
And look at this, the Legion at the punt.
Punt.
Chance to win. He's back there doing the kicking. He boots it away.
Kicking. I want to do some kicking.
It's a high kick, and we'll back at the 3.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think that's where they'll mark it down there inside the 5 at the 3.
Excellent special teams play by the Legion. Makes it a pretty long putt for Indianapolis here, Colin.
Have to go 90+ yards if they want to score a touchdown. The give to Grant Jr. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Marquise Reed again on the tackle.
I thought he might have picked up one, but either way, not going to make much of a difference. Same defensive alignment for Vancouver as on the last play. I'm pretty confident about this.
They come out of the I formation, get the Harlan, and they're going to give him a yard that time.
Well, now they can pin their ears back, can Vancouver, because it's an obvious passing down.
They obviously wanted to try to get out of this trouble area with this run pass.
Yeah, man, I'll take it back. Maybe they just want to get some room for the punter at this point. So if they don't make the first down here. And it is a handoff.
They're going to run it, and it,
boy.
Before
Well, how important was that, significant was that special teams play by Vancouver, Colin, that pinned them back there? Indianapolis couldn't really, get anything going. Maybe couldn't really, didn't feel real comfortable running their normal offense, and it cost them.
Dales has to punt from his own end zone, and it's fielded by Bear, and Bear returns it up to the Indy 40, so Vancouver will get really good field position. They're watching the Simulation Football League action right here on the Virtual Football Network this week on VFN. We'll feature the SFL today and tomorrow, the final week of SFL. And regular season action on Wednesday and UFL Thursday and Friday. It's another week of nonstop action right here on the Virtual Football Network. Plenty of fun stuff.
Absolutely. It's a good time.
Draw up the middle. Pivado didn't get tackled after a 4-yard gain.
And what's interesting, Colin, is I'm just being handed this by the Rick Meter staff. Rick Meter's going, book it for Vancouver. Not even out of the third quarter, and the Rick Meter's calling it for Vancouver. Rick Meter's not been impressed with Indy's offense or their defense. Defense is playing a little better than their offense is for Indy, but unfortunately, fans of Indy. A stiff arm!
And McBride, stiff arms, out of bounds she goes.
Unfortunately, Rick Meter is predicting a win for Vancouver. Rick Meter team feeling their oats, calling this one early, Colin.
Well, they've been known to be burned by wrong predictions before, so we'll see.
You hush your mouth there. Nobody shall speak ill of the Rick Meter. Oh, quit shaking your fist at me. Yeah, I think the Rick Meter staff got burned once or twice over the years.
Brown back to throw. Oh, just a little too long, and they'll get one more playoff. With 4 seconds left to go in the quarter. Brown has been sharp today in this ball game. 14 of 26 for 183 yards. Does have those 2 interceptions, which affect the quarterback rating just a tad.
Didn't cost him though in the point and the scoreboard though, did it?
You're right. They did not. It's Brown back to throw again. On the middle, it's intercepted.
You conjured it.
Oh, Rick Evans, he grabs that one as that throw is too long, and the fans cannot believe what they're seeing on the field. And Rick Evans says, "Look what I found."
You know, both quarterbacks have, and we've seen it a lot in the SFL, prone to that airmail special, just long and over the heads of everybody. And guess what? There's a center fielder back there, and we've reached the end of the quarter.
But your 4s, 12s, and 86s and other numbers up in the chat. As we reach the fourth and final stanza, Indianapolis down by 10. They've collected a third turnover off of Christian Brown. But this time, Rick, can they actually do something with the ball?
It's an imperative now, right? They've been practicing all week for this.
Throw over the middle, Rob Hunt on the reception, and with that, Flowers is over 100 yards. That completion to Hunt.
We're fortunate to be able to come in a day early and watch some of the walkthroughs, the final practice and the prep for the game. And you know, this is the kind of situation that they worked on, right? We've got length of the field to go, and we have to have a score, no matter what point. Usually it's a 2-minute drill, but they know what they want to do. Let's see if they can get it done.
As we got a receiver in motion, that is number 87 out there for Indy. It's Flowers back to throw. Flowers down the field. Oh, Aretino had it, but the defensive back made the hit at the last minute.
Man, and you know what, Colin? I hate to say it. Flowers just held onto the ball a half beat too long, right? He was open, threw it late enough that it allowed the defender to come in and put the hit on just as the ball was arriving. Gets that ball out just a little bit sooner. It's catch. It's an uncontested catch.
We have a 2nd and 10. Flowers back to throw. Flowers over to De Niro. Tackle 2 yards short of 6. He has the receiving touchdown. Look at the updated numbers for Indy.
Oh my.
They're up over 100 total yards, but you see the numbers for Flowers there. He's 8 of 20. Has had to deal with a lot of defenders knocking balls out of his receiver's hands. As they get a run up 3rd down, and they're not gonna get it.
Not gonna get it. Oh no.
They're gonna say it's no game. They go to Grant Jr. and Jack Russell says, "No, sir."
No, sir. Indianapolis doesn't have an answer on this possession anyway. They, depending on how it goes, will probably may get 2 more possessions. They're down by 2 scores, so they might need some help on the defense or special teams.
Ezekiel Bear fair catches it at the Vancouver 26-yard line, where the Legion will take over 1st and 10.
Of course, on the to-do list for this drive in the Legion is a burn clock.
Give to Bravado, stiff arm again.
Stiff arm, yeah, another one.
Oh, he tried a second one, but ultimately.
Almost like a swim move or a pushing out of the way.
Oh, Rick Evans is injured. The man who had the interception on the last Legion possession now finds himself injured. Oh, boy. It's going to be 9.5 at the unofficial mark. It's going to be 2nd and less than 1. As Bravado is up over 100 yards. See if he gets a chance to add to that total. Tight end either side. Going to be Bravado, 1st down.
Just a no-nonsense, tough run there for number 48.
As we have under 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
So people say, Rick, why is the to-do list just one item for Vancouver, which is to burn clock? Well, inherent in the goal of burning clock means that you're retaining possession. So that means you're achieving 1st downs, or you should be, right? That's part of the way to burn clock at this point. Obviously, points are always the objective, Colin, but you can shave as much off this clock as possible. That's the goal.
As we have Sudduth in motion. And we'll have another run. Toronto gets stuck behind the lineman, and Casper Addick takes advantage, brings him down for a loss.
The menacing fish shake, Colin. One of the things.
No, the menacing finger whack.
Oh, finger wag. Was it a finger wag? I missed that. Yeah, but you know, Bravado ran right into his blocker, and he just needed to bounce it to his right, and he was gone for a good game. Look out!
Oh, Brown sacks from behind.
Sack time.
And the defensive back blitz gets home as Strickland is on the sack, and the Ramblers get a stop. It's going to cause a loss of 6 yards on play. Chance to win back out the punt.
That's an opportune time to get what I believe is the first sack for the Ramblers defensive unit.
You would be correct.
You are correct, sir. Ed McMahon called and said, "You're correct."
And the fair catch called for by Tarantino at the 26. Well, we have a pause in the action. I want to remind you that week 11 of SFL season 24 continues tomorrow with a Monday night spectacular doubleheader. We'll start in Houston with Headhunters and Dragons, followed by Lexington and Mexico City in the nightcap. The action starts with Cam and Mike on SFL this week, recapping today's games at 7:15 Eastern, all right here on the Virtual Football Network. Should be fun stuff.
Mark it down. Great show.
Throw is complete to Rob Hunt for a first down, so Indy, they feel a little pep in their step.
Says the Rick Meter staff. Interesting.
Hamilton on the tackle, and Lopez was right there in Hunt's grill.
Yeah. Hunt's Grill. Oh, Hunt's Pizza. We're going to talk about that. What was that? I think it was a Phillips 66 station in Amarillo. September of 20. I was super hungry, but I did not dare eat the Hunt's Pizza they had on offer. Nice one-handed catch.
Oh, one-handed catch. Reg Gennaro Hall's hitting that dime from his rookie quarterback.
Wow. Nice play.
As Flowers, he's up to 155. Corey Menor and Mike McBride keeping track of the facts and figures. As you can tell by the chart, it's been a bit rocky in his past 10 passes. But he's up to 108 yards, had a 15-yard touchdown reception, of course, a 36-yarder. Jimmy went, that was absolutely crazy. And Corey Menor, right here in the chat.
Yes.
Says, Hunt Bros gas station pizza isn't that bad, but that, no.
Well, I wasn't, I was leery of trying it. How about that? That's all. Yeah, we were on I-40 just west of Amarillo, and the fires out west were going crazy. The sun was going down. It was like a Tom Petty music video. It was kind of surreal. We were going to cut up through Vegas and go to Death Valley, but I think that's the day we heard their fires erupted in Death Valley and they closed the park, so we were screwed that way.
And Flowers is going to throw. Jimmy went again. This time he hauls it in at the 20. It's going to be a first down.
And the shimmy from Jimmy.
Oh, we get an update from the Charm City of Baltimore. The Vultures beat the Tempo 30-10 as the search for wins from Nashville will continue.
And we'll continue. The voyage continues.
4:20 and counting to go in the ball game.
And the Ramblers trying to make a game of it here.
They go with a run. Interesting. It's going to be a pickup of a couple.
Now they got some options, right, Colin? They could do a field goal if they have to. That's not going to hurt the effort. Obviously, a touchdown here makes a subsequent score of a field goal an easier putt. Kick the field goal here, you've got to get another touchdown.
It's going to be a dive up the middle. Their time's ticking away. I think they got a little cute there. Woods in on the stop. Probably got to score in the next play or two.
Well, they need to at least have a first down here. Right. Well, it's field goal time.
It's going to be a Flowers pass. Down the field, De Niro, touchdown! Reg De Niro, his second receiving touchdown of the ball game.
Wow.
This one had a little bit more daylight than the last one.
Wow. And that's got the Rick Meter staff cracking open fresh Mountain Dews and
And
packages
panic.
of Pop-Tarts. And a little mild panic in the Rick Meter. All right. Well, let's go Indy. Gets themselves down the field. Decent amount of time left.
They still have a chance for an onside kick should they choose to go it.
Probably too early to go for that. I think you got to probably play defense because you do the onside kick and it's fairly likely you're giving up points to Vancouver if you don't succeed. And pardon my incoherent ramblings about the Ramblers.
And it is going to be, they do elect to kick it deep. And only field about the 10. Ezekiel Bear breaks the tackle, hurdles over a man, and gets tackled at the 41.
Wow. Straight ahead. Old Testament running from Ezekiel.
I see what you did there.
Kind of
Broken tackle, hurdled over a blocker.
wrote the Bible on kick returns. Yep. I cracked myself right up.
Right up, Jerry. Right up, Jerry.
Right. Let the cat right out of the bag, Jerry.
And the rookie making a big impact on special teams. There he goes in motion. Pitch out. Bravado tried to break a second tackle, but only managed to gain 2 yards. But that starts the clock moving. I think this game is a bit closer than folks expected. Over-under was 42.5.
Yeah, we're at 31 right now.
Brown down the middle, catch made. Oh, what a time for your first catch. It's John Michael Sonny.
That hurts. You're the Indy effort. Now they're on the plus side of the field, are the Legion.
Look at this big tight end. Right there's a wide receiver. Crosses underneath.
Yep. Nice play. We talked about, or I'd mentioned anyway, that Indianapolis really needs to get help from their defense. Well, now's the time. Now's the time. If you have any magic, use it now.
Back to throw Brown. Oh, tipped in the air. Machine. Ooh, he was thinking about grabbing that one, but alas, he didn't.
He was trying. His crown got in the way.
It was too shiny.
Shiny.
That's what distracted the quarterback.
Yeah, that's why I don't wear. King Richard doesn't wear his crown in game during games.
Here's the give to Bravado. He stopped at the line.
Amazingly, looking like the play on the previous possession where he ran in. This time he ran into the left tackle. Last time he ran into the right tackle for no gain. Can he use a stiff arm on the backside of his tackle?
They're going to run it.
A version of the tush push, if you will.
We reached the 2-minute warning. Vancouver in front by 3, looking to salt this away. 17-14 our score. Corey Menor and Ike McBride are our statisticians. I'm Colin Northup alongside Rick Northup. This is a hinge point, as you like to say in this football game.
Hinge point, exactly. Ooh, delayed handoff.
Up the middle, and ooh, they almost popped it out the other side, but they forced Indy to call timeout.
I think you'd throw your challenge flag here at this point because you get a first down.
No, it's under 2 minutes. It's got to be a booth review.
Oh no! Who makes up these rules? Boo! Oh wait, sorry, Cam. You're the best commissioner ever.
And they're going to chance to win out to try and solo away to get it a touchdown. And he does.
All right. Well, now instead of needing a field goal to tie, field goal does nothing for Indianapolis. They will need to score a touchdown. With 1:51 to go. 2 timeouts, amazingly, for Indianapolis. That's the penalty of not picking up that first down. They could have forced Indy to at least bring the rest of their timeouts. So advantage Indy off of that.
That was a 42-yard field goal. That was made and tackled down there by Tarantino, and Mark Lopez is injured. Uh-oh. This is a plot twist that nobody didn't see coming. This is one of your strong safeties back there. He's playing special teams, and all of a sudden he's out.
It couldn't happen at a worse time for Vancouver. You know, Indy needs to throw the ball to score, and they're missing. Now they'll not have to face Lopez.
From the 22-yard line, and
here they come.
Blitz comes, and ooh, Jack Russell knocks it away from Bobby Tarantino. As you see the Legion, they're processing what happened to one of their teammates. They can't believe it.
Exactly.
Even J.W. Harshorn, the Indy head coach, he can't believe it either. 2nd and 10, Flowers. Throws. Ooh. Oh, De Niro had it knocked away by Blackman. 3rd and 10.
A big dose of Blackman interrupts that play. And again, I'll say Flowers may just be hanging on to it just a touch too long. We'll see. Well, 2 plays here to get 10 yards.
1:40 left. They do have 2 timeouts left. Oh, and De Niro, and they were on in. And guess who? Blackman for the 2nd straight play.
Yeah, no soup for you. No catch for you. Wow. And again, we're not going to get another look at it, but I'd like to see that route develop. And again, it seems like Flowers just a little late in delivering the rock. 1 play for 10 yards, Colin.
It's going to be 4th and 10. They need to hold 10, like you said, and that would be a guy to look for. Rob Hunt is in motion in the slot.
Hunt's pizza.
And Flowers throws incomplete. It's going to be a turnover, and now it's Burns. He tackled the receiver. Oh, that was very close to being DPI. Hunt was the man they went for, but alas, the official keeps the flag in his pocket.
Oh, well, and with that, the Rick Meter staff is opening up their candy cigarettes and draining the last of their Mountain Dew, Colin. Before the end of the 3rd quarter, the Rick Meter had called this for Vancouver. It looks like that call will be correct. Indy can still stop the clock twice, Colin. So I think Vancouver does need a 1st down.
Bravado gets tackled at the line, and there's the first time out burned by Indy. Let's take a look at the future schedule for both of these teams.
Please.
For Indianapolis, they'll drop to 3 and 6. And the Oklahoma City Renegades at home. A visual matchup before week 13 bye. It turns out to be their home finale because after the bye, they're on the road at Florida. And then they travel to the Windy City to take on the Chicago Warriors in week 15. Bravado picks up a couple more yards. And the last time out is burned by Indy.
Yeah, and Indy was daring Vancouver to throw as they had everybody up basically in the box just about. If they could have slipped somebody out behind them, they would have been gone.
And for the Legion, we'll get to the schedule after this play. Bravado trying to get the first down, and once again he's denied.
Are you kidding me?
And you can
2 questionable spots there, at least for this broadcaster's point of view.
It looks like, yes, they will send out to win again. This time this will be a 30-yard attempt.
And this will take it back to a 2-score lead. Very important here.
They're letting the clock run down.
In my opinion, they've been snapping it too soon with 10 or 12 seconds left. Do it again.
That time with 10. And with 47 seconds left, they're up 23-14. Future games for the Legion. They have no more divisional games left on their schedule. They travel to Mexico City in a North American Continental Showdown before going back to the U.S. to take on the Bossier City Steamers, and before going back to Canada, excuse me.
Are they playing Bossier City in Louisiana or in Canada?
In Canada.
There we go.
And then they have a week 14 bye, and then they're traveling to Kentucky to take on the Lexington.
All right, there we go. All right, well, Indianapolis trying to pull off the miracle here. 2 scores in 42 seconds.
We've seen stranger things happen before, so even though it looks bleak for Indy, don't exactly count them out yet. Ethan Flowers, quick drop over the middle. Jimmy Went has to fall down and get it backwards. Now they have to go into the hurry. Spike it down on second down to set up a 3rd and 4.
Interesting. They didn't have 2 plays called. Don't understand that, Colin.
Down is more important than the clock, I guess.
Clock, you mean clock's more important than the down? Saving clock. Burned it down to save clock. Seems like we gotta have a scramble. Like, even if we don't have a play called, this is the play we're running.
And Flowers, he's gonna throw. Oh, Hunt dropped the ball right at the 50, and it's 4th and 4.
It's that greasy Hunt gas station pizza. Made his hands slippery.
27 seconds. Indy trying to make things interesting here in the last waning moments of this ball game. 4th down and 4.
I'll pick this up. Here we go.
Throw to win again, 1st down. They're most likely going to spike it again.
There you go.
With 16 now as it's 2nd down, 16 seconds.
I saw Coach like that spike on 2nd down to bring up 3rd down before. Okay. Let's see both sides of that coin. Good to know they weren't freelancing here at the end of the game.
2nd and 10. Grant Jr. in motion now. Nobody behind Flowers. Who throws? Oh, catch made by Jimmy Went again. He's been the favorite target so far. And they'll most likely spike it and get one more playoff, probably into the end zone as they spike it with 4 seconds left.
Yep. Well, that's going to seal it for Vancouver no matter what happens on this play, being up by 9 with really just one more play left in the clock.
There they line up in the Hail Mary formation. Legion doing your favorite thing, only rushing 3 people. And the throw goes to the end, down to the 10, and it's knocked away. And that'll do it. The Vancouver Legion moved to 7-2, following a 23-14 win over the Indianapolis Ramblers. Rick, your thoughts as we wind up here?
Sure, I thought Indy played well to begin with. Held them. It was a scoreless game. I thought that was to Indy's advantage. And Vancouver did Vancouver things and broke out to a lead. Indy wasn't able to do much really until the end of the 3rd and then in the 4th quarter, making a game of it. They fall 23-14. Colin, who do you think your player of the game should be?
I think it's got to be Nick Lockett. He was the leading receiver for both teams. Although De Niro had a very nice game.
Yep. Yeah, I like Lockett too. I would agree with that. If I had a vote, that's who I'd vote for.
First downs were pretty close, and
no, 25-15.
That's a delta of 10.
That's not close.
Well, for Colin Northrup and Rick Northrup, thank you to our statisticians Zach McBride and Corey Metter
and
Cameron Irvine, our executive producer extraordinaire. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.